welcome back to my channel. And before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much for over 100 subscribers. It means so much to me, and it just makes me so happy and just put a biggest smile on my face. And for you to take the time to subscribe to my channel and to watch my videos, it truly means so much to me. So thank you so much. We did it. We got to over 100 subscribers. So let's go back to the beginning, the end of summer, beginning of fall of 2016. When I started my freshman year of college. And I remember being so nervous, excited, but also scared all at the same time. And I will never forget my first moving day. I was scared, and I definitely had like a lot of anxiety. I struggle with change, any like type of change, especially throughout school, like elementary school going to middle school going to high school. Like those changes in my life was always something I struggled with from the very beginning, but then after like a couple of days I would be fine. So going to college was no different. I was so very nervous and scared, and I was just like, I just want to stay in high school, but I knew like I just wanted to do that because I hate change. And I feel like at this point I have gotten a little better with changes, but back then I was so like scared, and I guess like the unknown can very scare me sometimes, and just not knowing what's gonna happen. So I remember, a couple of days before moving day, and then of course moving day, like I was like very nervous, but at the same time, like I knew like I wanted to go to college. I wanted to see what I could do. And if you haven't seen my video where I talk about my journey throughout school, then you wouldn't know. In high school is when my life changed forever, because for the longest time I thought college was never gonna be a possibility for me. I thought like I could never be capable of going to college. Like I am not smart, like I'm not good at any subject. But then high school came and my life changed forever, and that is when I realized I was so smart in mathematics. So for me, there was no doubt that I was gonna major in math. So picking my major wasn't hard. Of course, I had no idea like what I would do with a math degree, but I knew I love math, and it was where I found myself having the most confidence. I wanted to learn everything I possibly could about mathematics. So even though I was telling myself like I wish I could stay in high school forever, I also knew like I wanted to see what college had in store for me, and that next chapter of my life. I knew my nervous thoughts and the thoughts of like the shock of something new like wouldn't last forever. And I just needed to get through it. So I will like say moving day was hard. It was hard. I definitely cried back. I remember my mom making me pancakes, trying to make me happy because I love pancakes. That is one of my favorite breakfast foods. But I was like so crying and being like, oh my god, like I can't do this. And my family saying like everything is gonna be alright, just take it one day at a time, like you can do it. And honestly, they were right. Like after I moved in and like the first day of class, like after that day I was fine, and I was like, oh my god, like I kind of like this, like I like this. And the dining hall, okay, I could literally talk about the dining hall for like hours. Like they were so amazing. Now in terms of the food, like the food was pretty good. Like they weren't like bad food, but were they like incredible food? Like no. But I'm talking about like the staff there, because living with Sarah Parsley, like I needed accommodations in terms of like getting my food and all that, making sure like if I want like my food cooked, I had like a knock that helps me to cook food, or there's someone there to help me if I didn't have a knock. So I met the staff very early on before I even started college, and the staff throughout my whole 4 years were incredible, and they just like, they were always there for me. And I remember the first like month going to the dining hall, like they would literally like make me everything I ever wanted. Like they would like give me everything I want. They would be like, here, have this, here, that. You want this? Like what is your favorite dessert? Like, and I was like, cheesecake, and they made me cheesecake. And honestly, they did that throughout my all 4 years. Like I just like am so grateful that, you know, for the dining hall staff, like they were just incredible people, and they got me through a lot. And you know, I went through, you know, a lot of things throughout my 4 years, and you know, they were there, and I always remember coming there and talking to them, and I would make them laugh, and they were truly the best. And you know, they made me pancakes all the time, they made me waffles, they literally made me cheeseburgers. Like honestly, I'm naming you everything that is not healthy, but they also made me salmon, like I love, and I just, you know, can't thank them enough for always being there for me. But yeah, so going back to my freshman year, like yes, there was a lot of change, but honestly, after that first like week, like I was sick. Like honestly, after the first day, like I said, like I was like, yeah, I got this. But you know, there was, you know, some things I had to adjust and learn. You know, a lot of people like say about like the social life of college and all that, but I set out from the beginning knowing that I would need to put a lot of focus in school. Like math is not going to be easy. Like even though I'm incredible with math, like there's going to come a point where I'm going to take a math class and it is going to be hard, and I'm going to have to study, and it won't just come easily to me. So I know for me, that was when I took failure proof in my sophomore year. Like that was my first like C. Then I ended up getting an A, taking it again. But anyway, I'm not gonna go into details about like all my classes, but yes, the math major, as you take more and more advanced classes, is hard. But I will say the professors, honestly all the professors are amazing at my school. Like they were incredible. Like everyone treated me just like anyone else. Like they understood my accommodations, but they also treated me like anyone else, and that's all I ever wanted. There's really only one professor that I had a little problem with, but honestly it wasn't a big problem at all, and after that was fixed, it was, you know, pretty much fine. I couldn't imagine better professors, and that's something I look back at my college experience and I'm just so beyond grateful for. I truly am. And then the math department at my school, like I literally can't thank them enough. They are just so incredible. Like I'm literally like very good friends with one of them to this day. Like, and it's just like so like amazing to like connect with the professors in your major, and you just have a department that cares about their students. Like every professor at my school, like I felt like cares about their students. But you know, since I was a math major, like I spent a lot of times with the math, you know, professors, and I could tell that they care about their students, and they were always there for me throughout all the ups and downs, and they understood me, and I can't thank them enough. So I don't regret anything, you know, looking back at my college experience. Like, do I wish like I did more things in terms of my social life? Like maybe, but honestly, like I don't regret it that much. Like I feel like, you know, I did make some friends, you know, throughout college, and, you know, especially, you know, my final 2 years of college, in my junior year and the senior year I had before, you know, the pandemic happened. I, you know, spent a lot more time with the students that are part of my major, and that was great. I remember spending so much time in the math department. My freshman year, I didn't really spend too much in the like department because I was taking like, you know, my 2 easiest math classes. So in terms of my academics, that was like the easiest year. I did like attempt to be part of the math club, but like that didn't go like as well. I mostly was like there for parties and stuff because I love food, like let's be honest. So yeah, so definitely my sophomore year was the year where I was like, oh my god, like my classes are not gonna be as easy as my freshman year. I, got my first C, like I said earlier, and I was like devastated. Like I was so sad because, I need to take the class again because you need a B- at least. And I was like, oh my god. But, that just made me work harder. I will have to say, I did have, some problems with, a roommate, but I'm not going to go into details. But yes, that was one of the things that happened in my sophomore year that was, kind of annoying. That was frustrating, but like I'm trying to think what else happened in my sophomore year. I don't know, I feel like I just really like focused because I set out from the beginning to graduate with honors. I wanted to not only get my degree, like I wanted to graduate with at least cum laude, and I was gonna work so hard to do that, and I wasn't gonna let anyone stop me. In terms of like thinking of like accessibility and all that, like the campus was wonderful for me, the way it was set up. For my classes, I really only had like one building I had to be in. There was one other building that, if I had like a science class I would need to go in to that building, but really like most of my classes were in one building, which was incredible. And my college is on the smaller side, so that was one of like the reasons why I chose my college. So in my junior year, I started tutoring mathematics. I started tutoring calculus. I became a math tutor, and that was one of the most wonderful things in my college experience. I love tutoring calculus. It was just such a fun experience to help students. I just had so much fun. I also got to know the other tutors. So junior fall semester was actually one of my favorite semesters, and I was so happy because I finally got my A in failure proof that I needed, that I got C the first time, and I just like was so confident. I love my classes. I was taking like a ton of math classes, and I was just like so happy. Okay, I feel like this video is all over the place, but as a big basketball fan, even though my college doesn't like have a great basketball team, I wouldn't say like they're not gonna be in March Madness, of course, like no, but I did go to some basketball games and football games. I love, sports, and I went to actually Midnight Madness, which was the first like basketball game of the season. It was at midnight, and I went 2 times when they were like home at my school. Both times I literally had 8 a.m.s the next day, and I was like, I don't care, like I love basketball, like it's gonna be worth it. And then the next day comes, like literally going to class, and like what are you saying, professor? Like I don't understand you, like I'm literally gay. And then leaving the class being like,
I don't even know like a word you just said. Like I have no idea.
Like the funniest thing I would say is both classes I got A's in. So I'm just like,
how?
I will also say that I only missed 1 class in my whole college career, and I just think that's incredible. I tried to avoid 8 a.m.s as much as I possibly could. The only 8 a.m.s I had were classes like I had to take for my major, or like I just had to take in terms of my second one, and I had no other choice. But if I could, like I would take like way later classes because I can't think in the morning, and I'm just like, no, like I need my sleep. And especially college, like it makes me so exhausted. So I'm like that person that like even though like in high school I woke up like at 6 or something like that, like 8 a.m. in college is like totally different. And as a person that is not a morning person, like it's literally like torture. Like no, like please, like no, like my brain won't be thinking. So my senior year, like I tried to make the best of everything. Like of course, like going into it, I didn't know like a pandemic's gonna happen. Like no one knew. So to have that semester at least like the final months, taken away from me was hard, but at the same time, there's nothing I can change about it. So, I try to not think of it, and be too sad, because I knew, like, no matter what, like, I'm gonna get my math degree. I think what really, got me was not being able to walk across the stage, in May. That was hard. I wanted it, and that's why I'm so looking forward to Saturday, because I waited so long. I guess all the ups and downs and everything I managed to get through and overcome to get my math degree, it's incredible, and I'm just so proud of myself. Like, there's so many times throughout my college experience that I thought about giving up, and I was like, I can't do this, like, but I didn't give up, and I'm so proud that I didn't. And just look at my goals and remember why I started and why going to college was so important to me. Going to college, for me, it was, a lot of it was to prove to people that I can do it, and that my disability does not stop me. Like, just because I have cerebral palsy does not mean, like, I'm not smart and that I can't do it and that I can't get a degree in mathematics. So I look back at my college experience and I have no regrets. Like, some people may look and be like, yeah, I focus, way more on academics than I did on my social life and other aspects of college, but I knew I needed to do that in order to succeed. And I knew, like, if I focused too much on my social life and all that, then I wouldn't do as well in my classes. So for that reason, like, I'm so proud of myself. I wouldn't change a thing about college because everything, I went through, all the ups and downs, like, made me into the person I am today. Every, amazing moment, like, I would cherish forever, and every moment that was hard for me and was, very difficult made me a stronger person, and I'm so grateful for that as well. I think all the people that helped me, get to where I am today, the professors, the dining hall staff, like, everyone, my friends, my family. I am here to say that I got a bachelor's degree. I finished college, I graduated with honors, and I didn't let my disability stop me. I didn't let my CP stop me. And I want you to know that you can do it too. Like, don't let your disability stop you. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. Like, you can if you want to. I will never forget the first time I stepped on my college that I went to. Like, I just felt at home, and I felt like this was my place. So I am so excited to walk across the stage. Definitely look forward to that vlog that is coming this Monday very soon. I am just so excited at this point, you know that. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday and Friday, and you don't want to miss out. And also, turn on post notifications so you know exactly when I upload. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye.